Hi everyone, I'm Ava, and welcome back to your financial journey. If there's one billionaire who's been in the news a lot lately, it's Elon Musk. He owns multiple businesses, has been getting involved in politics, and is the world's richest man, with a jaw-dropping net worth of $330 billion at the time of this taping. Given that Musk also posts on X, one of his many companies, around 6 times a day, and claims to play video games constantly, that's pretty impressive. I mean, I can hardly keep up with reading his posts. So today, we'll be diving deeper into how Elon Musk made his fortune. Specifically, we'll be covering his early life and education, his first business ventures, and his ascent to being the world's wealthiest man. I won't talk about his political career, though. We'll leave that for another day, maybe. Musk's early life and education. Did you know that Elon Musk actually grew up in South Africa? He was born in 1971 in Pretoria, the country's administrative capital. He was raised in a well-to-do family. His father had a profitable engineering business and investments, while his mom was a successful dietitian and model. In school, Musk was neither sporty nor popular. Instead, he spent most of his childhood with his nose buried in books, especially those about science fiction and computing. But it seems that from a young age, Musk was eager to contribute to his family's fortunes. When he was just 12 years old, he used the knowledge from his computing books to code his first video game, Blastar, and then he sold it for $500. But life wasn't all easy for Musk either. He was frequently bullied at school, and once he got beaten up so badly he had to be hospitalized. And when he was 9, his parents split up, after which Musk lived with his dad, a decision he later regretted, as the two experienced a rift and became estranged. Those difficult experiences only increased Musk's determination to succeed. At 17, he left South Africa for good. He didn't take any money from his parents, and with almost no cash, he emigrated to Canada, his mother's birthplace. Musk had to work odd jobs to make ends meet, like shoveling grain and cutting lumber. Not exactly what you'd have expected for a tech genius with well-to-do parents. Musk eventually enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario, from which he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania. Another famous billionaire who also went to the University of Pennsylvania for a brief period of time is Warren Buffett. And check out this video here if you want to know how Warren Buffett made his fortune. But back to Musk for today. At the University of Pennsylvania, Musk studied physics and economics, an unorthodox combo, but one that would later shape his business empire. First business ventures. In 1995, Musk wanted to study for a PhD, but then he made a life-changing decision, because after just 2 days, he decided to drop out to chase the internet boom. That's when he created his first startup, Zip2, an online city guide for newspapers, along with his brother Kimball. It wasn't glamorous. Musk worked 7 days a week, slept in his office, and showered at a nearby YMCA. But his hard work paid off, because in 1999, Compaq, an IT company, bought Zip2 for $307 million. Now, he had to share that money with other employees and investors. But Musk, at just 28 years old, walked away with $22 million, an already impressive sum that he would eventually turn into billions. With the Zip2 money, Musk decided to go even bigger. He founded X.com. And no, I don't mean that X.com, but one of the first online banks. And yes, it seems Musk has been liking the letter X since his early days. But I digress. Online banks might be the normal now, but at the time, it was a wild idea, as people didn't trust the internet with their money. X.com would later evolve into PayPal, an online payment platform that I'm sure many of you recognize and have even used yourself. Musk was eventually pushed out as CEO. But when eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, his stake in the company was worth $180 million. After 2 wildly successful businesses, and with quite a bit of money in the bank, many people would have retired. But Elon Musk was just getting started. And for his next two ventures, he poured nearly everything he had into two industries that people thought were doomed: space travel and electric cars. First up came SpaceX. Musk founded the company in 2002 with the goal of building affordable rockets. He invested a lot into it. He initially served as the CEO and chief engineer, and he spent $100 million of his own money to found it. SpaceX's first launch, the Falcon 1 rocket, came in 2006, but it was a failure as the rocket couldn't even reach Earth's orbit. But they tried again, only for that launch to flop too. And the third launch also didn't work. At that point, it looked like SpaceX might go bankrupt without having ever had a successful launch. But then, in 2008, on the fourth and what could have been the last attempt, Falcon 1 successfully went into orbit and landed back on Earth, making SpaceX the first ever private company to do so. That same year, NASA awarded them a $1.6 billion contract, which effectively saved the company and proved that private space travel was now accepted. Today, the company is valued at nearly $350 billion, all because Musk and his team didn't give up even after multiple initial failures. While all of that was happening, Musk was already busy with his next venture and building up Tesla, the famous electric car company. It might be a surprise to you, but Musk didn't actually found Tesla. The company was created by other entrepreneurs in 2003, but a year after it was founded, Musk invested millions of dollars and took on an active role in it, eventually becoming the CEO. Today, electric cars are widely seen on our roads, but back in the early 2000s, they were a joke. Car makers ignored them, customers didn't care for them, and on top of that, batteries were expensive. Tesla, which was trying to popularize them, wasn't having much initial luck either. In 2008, during the global financial crisis, the worst financial crisis in decades, the company had just weeks of cash left. To keep it alive, Musk put his last $40 million into it. Had it failed, Musk would have been completely broke. But it didn't. Its first car, the Roadster, was a hit, becoming the first mass-produced electric car to use lithium-ion batteries. It proved that EVs could be fast, fun, cool, and profitable, and Tesla's fortune soon turned up. In 2010, the company went public, and over the next few years, it continued to produce more top-selling vehicles, and even expanded into selling batteries and solar panels too. Musk did have to resign as the chairman of Tesla's board in 2020, amidst legal disputes, but he still owns shares in the company, and they're worth a lot. Because that same year, Tesla became the most valuable car maker in the world. But even PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla weren't enough for Musk. He's been involved in plenty of other ventures too. Starting in 2006, he helped with the creation of Solar City, a pioneer of solar panels that later merged with Tesla. And in 2015, he created Starlink, a network that brings satellite-based internet to remote areas. Fun fact, after Ukraine was invaded by Russia, Musk actually gave it access to Starlink, and it's been crucial in facilitating communications and internet access to its army. Another interesting venture of Musk's is Neuralink, founded in 2016. The company is trying to connect the human brain to computers, with the purpose of helping to treat neurological conditions. And a year after Neuralink was founded, so too was The Boring Company, a business focused on building underground tunnels. And we're not surprised that Musk isn't done founding and buying companies, because that's not all, but more about that later. What do you think is Elon Musk's most interesting business so far? Drop a note below to let us know, because there isn't any shortage of options. From all his ventures, we can see that Elon Musk is a prolific entrepreneur. Much of his success came from the fact that he wasn't afraid to take risks, even on ventures that everyone else thought would fail. And, perhaps most importantly, Musk isn't one to give up easily when his mind is set on something. Because for Musk, it seems it wasn't just about starting businesses. It was about revolutionizing entire industries. And that's what's led him to be the richest man on Earth today. Becoming the richest man on Earth. So how exactly did Elon Musk go from an unknown entrepreneur to the wealthiest person in the world? It's because the stock he held in Tesla virtually exploded. Like we mentioned before, Tesla went public in 2010, but its stock really took off in the 2020s. Even though Musk left as the chairman of the board in 2020, he still owned a lot of Tesla stock. So when it increased in value by over 700%, valuing the company at over $1 trillion at its peak, Musk's net worth entered the hundreds of billions of dollars. Tesla's stock has come down from $1 trillion in recent times. At the time of this taping, it's worth $780 billion. But Musk's stake in it is still worth almost $100 billion at the time of this taping. And while Tesla is where much of Musk's wealth comes from, it isn't the only thing that keeps him rich. Because as you might remember from earlier in this video, SpaceX is another one of Musk's wildly successful companies. SpaceX isn't publicly traded, so it's hard to say exactly what it's worth. But Forbes estimates that the company could be worth as much as $350 billion based on a private share sale during December of 2024. Musk owns an estimated 42% stake, which, under that assumption, would be valued at around $150 billion. That said, Musk doesn't seem to be done with founding or buying new companies just yet. Most of you are probably familiar with him purchasing Twitter on a whim in 2022 for $44 billion. Some people say it was just to troll everyone, but Musk says it's because he wants to protect free speech. And even though there's been backlash, he's been firmly set on shaking up the company, changing the way it's run and attempting to turn it into an everything app, with more features than just posting. So who knows? Maybe that will become another one of his financial successes in the end as well. Another one of Musk's more recent businesses is his artificial intelligence company, xAI, which he founded in 2023. It's been getting lots of attention lately with the AI boom, and recent deals have suggested valuing it at as much as $75 billion. Musk made his fortune from taking risks nobody else wanted to, working hard, and above all, not giving up even when it looked like he might fail. And it's clear he's far from done yet. So whether you think he's a genius, or a madman, or a bit of both, it is pretty impressive what he's managed to accomplish as an entrepreneur and businessman. What do you think about Elon Musk's ventures? And what do you think he'll work on next? Drop a comment below to let us know. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And do check out this recent video here from Caitlin if you're in the mood for some more fun finance facts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.